Hi everyone, this is Premamshi from Easy Decision, having roll number 4M7. So today I want to discuss about the continuous periodic and aperiodic signals in the systems and signals and system subject. So coming to the introduction, first we have to define what is signals to know the continuous and discrete types of periodic and aperiodic signals. So coming to the signals, it is a to be transmitted, data must be transmitted to electromagnetic signals, and data can be either digital or analog. So it may be digital and analog. Nowadays we are using digital communication where signals are transformed in the digital form. Analog in previous days we use analog system where digital doesn't come into the uh, use. So analog refers to the to something that is continuous, a set of specific points of data and all possible points between. So example, human voice. And coming to the digital refers to the something that is discrete, a set of periodic specific points of data with no other points in between. So example, digital data. So these are the types of a signal we call digital signal and analog signals. Here you can see the graphs representing the digital and analog signals, where vertical axis of these graphs represent the value or a strength of a signal, and horizontal axis of these graphs define the passage of time. So these signals pass uh, according to the time with some amplitude and frequency, where you show left side of this graph shows the analog signal and right side shows the digital signal, where digital signals have two values. Here you can see the waveform which on the x-axis define the value 0, and which is top or maximum defines the value 1. So coming to the another type, periodic and aperiodic signals. So both analog and digital signals can be of two forms. So here signals are again defined into digital or periodic or aperiodic signals. So in data communication we commonly use periodic analog signals and aperiodic digital signals. So let us know the periodic signal. What is periodic signal and what it contains? A signal is a periodic signal if it is complete a pattern within a measurable time frame called a period. So in this periodic signal, a waveform repeats after certain continuously repeats of regular intervals of time, and a periodic for the means a regular time period is called interval of time is called time period of that signal, where time period is constant for total waveform, but structure of waveform repeats after every regular interval of time. So a period is defined as the amount of time required to complete one full cycle, and the completion of one full pattern is called a cycle. So in the waveform, if it completes a full cycle, means if for example circle is a full cycle where half of the semicircle is half cycle and total circle define this cycle. So the duration of a period represented by t may be different for different e signal, but it is constant for any given periodic signal. So in periodic signal, different periodic signals have different time period, but time period is constant for overall signal. So here you can see the periodic digital signal and analog signal, where upper waveform defines digital signal and lower waveform defines the analog signal. So coming to the main topic, continuous periodic signal. A continuous time signal or a continuous periodic signal consisting of sum of two time varying functions is periodic if and only if both functions are periodic and the ratio of these two periods is a rational number. So it contains the two functions which are periodic, and the both and each function has a two time periods. So overall time period is the least common multiple of those time periods, and which is rational number. And in such a case, so here you can see the least common multiple of two time period is the period of some signal. So, and periodic signals are known to be expressible as a summation of sine and cosine function. That is, if v of t is a periodic signal of period tp, then we may write it as a sum of harmonics of a fundamental frequency known as 2 pi by tp. So here you can see the examples for the continuous periodic signal, where sinusoidal signals or cosine signals, square waves, rectangular pulse sequence signals, seesaw, and triangular waveform. These all comes under the continuous periodic signal. So here you can see the expression for the continuous periodic signal, where waveform or a shape of the wave doesn't change with time. So left side of this expression shows the waveform at time t, and it is also equal to the waveform at t plus t capital T time period. Here waveform doesn't change with the time. So here you can see the two different graphs which shows the continuous time and discrete time periodic signals. So next topic, coming to the aperiodic signal. An aperiodic signal changes without exhibiting a pattern or a cycle that repeats over a time. So it is completely opposite to the periodic signal, and a periodic signal can be decomposed into infinite number of periodic signals. So here you can see the analog signal in the left side and digital signal in the right side, where waveform randomly changes with the time, but in periodic signal it repeats the pattern after every regular interval of time. So coming to the continuous aperiodic signals, a non-periodic or aperiodic signal is one for which no value of t satisfies. In principle, this includes all actual signals, since they must start and stop at finite times. However, a periodic signal can be presented quantitatively in terms of periodic signal. So where aperiodic signals are represented in terms of periodic signal at last. So let us see the waveforms of the continuous time and discrete time aperiodic signal. Your left side shows the continuous aperiodic signal, and right side shows the discrete aperiodic signal. And coming to the expression of the continuous time non-periodic signals, it is in Fourier transform. So the Fourier transform is used to represent a continuous time non-periodic signal as a superposition of complex sinusoid. Here Fourier transform is representation as x of t equal 1 by 2 of integration of x of j omega e power j omega t d of omega, where if we perform a Fourier transform of a signal, we get a signal in frequency domain. So below is the expression for the continuous time non-periodic signal, where we perform Fourier transform of x of t to get x of z omega in frequency domain. So coming to the examples, an electric voltage traveling along copper wires between your telephone and local exchange, and pulses of light in a fiber optic cable, and radio emission that are picked up by a mobile telephone or a radio receiver. So these are the example for the continuous non-periodic signal, where we get a waveform for this when we plot the graph for this example. So finally, coming to the conclusion, any aperiodic signal can be defined by an infinite sum of periodic functions. A useful definition that makes it possible to use Fourier analysis on it by assuming for all frequencies are present in that signal. So your aperiodic signal is defined by all the sum of periodic functions. We get a periodic signal by the infinite sum of periodic functions. So these are the uh, information about the continuous time signals, periodic and aperiodic signal. So thank you.